Hello, Storm here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we proceeded even further into the Bastion of the Pure, and encountered a big open cavern in the uncharted abyss that was, lit, almost like daylight, filled with green vegetation and a object made of lyrium, a very large orb or so of lyrium. And we ended up finding out that we were not looking for a Titan, we were inside of the Titan. And we fought our way through all of the Shabratol, and upon entering the vicinity of this heart of the Titan, we had to fight its guardian. We were able to defeat it, and Volta received some magic-like power from it, and decided to stay and study the Titan. Apparently she passed the test and became one of the Pure. Finding out that the dwarves are the children of the Titans. Interesting. Bit of information there. We'll see where that may or may not go in potential future games. I do know there is a Dragon Age 4 being developed. I don't know when it's going to be coming out. Maybe we'll see something at E3 this year. But I digress. So, with that all done, we are now back at Skyhold and the war table, and there is one thing here. This is a cry in the dark. Let's see what that is. Inquisition scouts reporting Legion of the Dead forces at the ruins of Hydrun Tig report no contact with or sightings of Shaper Volta. However, a strange cry recently emanated from the Titan caverns, loud enough to be heard in the mining lift's campsite above. The cry's source remains unclear, but the voice was described as not belonging to either beast or darkspawn. Shaper Volta may be attempting to reestablish contact with her people and may require assistance. The situation may be best handled by Orzammar itself. Let us ask the king to send forces from the Legion of the Dead to search for Shaper Volta. Given the inherent dangers of getting in and out of that location, a small reconnaissance team is best suited to search for Shaper Volta without attracting unwanted attention. I like that. It says 0.
Let's see what we have.
The search of the Titan caverns all the way to Shaper Volta's last known location turned up nothing but a few small groups of Shabratol who were quickly dispatched. Volta seems to have disappeared deeper inside the Titan, but she was not the only one who has vanished. The grave site of Lieutenant Wren was recently disturbed, and his remains are missing. It is not known who took his body or why. There have been no more cries from the Titan caverns. Inquisition scouts reported one final discovery. The tunnel to the wellspring no longer exists. Attempts to delve into the blank rock face result only in broken tools and little trace on the stone itself. Somewhat nervously, but emphatically, the engineers recommend leaving it be. Interesting. Alright. I'm guessing that may become part of something in the future. We'll see. Alright, so anything else that we can do? No, it looks like that the only thing we have available is to go on to the next stage of the main story quest, which it has been a long time since we've done anything in the main storyline. So let's go ahead and get back to it. If we need a little bit of a reminder, we found out from Morrigan, we met at the Empress's ball, that Corypheus is marching into the wilds to try to find an Illuvion, one of the elven mirror transport and communication devices that we kind of saw a bit in the first Dragon Age and in Dragon Age 2. And he's looking for one of those in an effort to gain access to the side area of the Fade that the elves used to use, and then from there break into the Fade itself. So, we're going to go ahead and try and stop him. So let's go see what Pride had wrought. The Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. I'll call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Adar's army to the Arbor Wilds, where they will face Griffius' zealots one final time. The Inquisition must stop Griffius before the Darkspawn Minister finds a long-lost elven artifact in the wilds that allows him to enter the Fade physically and claim its powers. Recommend level 16-19. We're well above that.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
And we can't have that, can we?
In Redcliffe, I saw the future Corypheus built. We can't let that happen.
It was always so, was it not? The madman would bury us all.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
Let's see. I advise we stop panicking, or you work as a team. Yeah, you guys need to actually start working as a team for once.
You overcome it, all three of you, together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents, will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
Let's see. Corypheus has this coming.
Remember what Corypheus has done while you plan. Every loss, every setback, every death. Let him learn what it means to be an enemy of the Inquisition.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
Alright, the Inquisition is now forcing... Yeah, we've already read all this. Confirm. Oh, and we're just going straight on in. Alright, wasn't quite expecting that. That's fine. We're gonna bring the team we've been using. I'm gonna bring Vivienne and Iron Bull. Hopefully we don't run into any doors that need to be picked. Alright, just gonna pause while we load.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Take care, Captain.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
We will not fail you, my lady, no matter what comes. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
I'm not the maker.
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True, you are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable, but I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the Illuvian he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
That would be good. Alright, we are now in the Arbor Wilds. And at the moment, there's only really one thing we can do, is advance toward the goal.
Now that's a view. Get your blood going.
Corypheus' soldiers appear to be on the defensive. Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
Do you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
That could be good or bad. Probably bad. I'll just gather this metal. Alright, we got hostiles up ahead. Red Templars. Oh, I sent the guy flying. And after fighting those Shabertol, these guys are gonna feel like pushovers.
Well fought, your worship.
Alright, got somebody over here. Friend or foe? Foe. Archer. Worst kind of foe. Thank you. Get down. Back off. More hostiles. Archer. Get out of line of fire. Y'all look to be down.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Alright, where are we going? I guess we're following the river? I guess we're not following the river. Don't know if I'm going to be using that for anything, but we'll gather it anyway. More red Templar.
Running, your worship. For the Inquisition!
Alright, now which way? Gonna check back here, see if there's anything interesting. Not really.
For Haven and the Divine.
There, ahead, an entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out.
Yeah.
They've posted
Entire-
archers on the wall.
Archers! Rogues behind me. Come on.
Were we just attacked by elves?
They do not look like Dalish or city elves.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Let's see, anything interesting here? Loot. Faded or folded note. Captain Lowen. I don't want grumbling in the lower ranks that our Lord Corypheus handpicked Grey Wards to be part of his honor guard over his Templars. Our charge is not to understand his will, it is only to obey it. Besides, our master's still sore he lost all but a few dozen enslaved Grey Wardens to the Inquisition at Adamant. If your soldiers are smart, they'll keep quiet about it. Well, supply cache. Let's top off. And it looks like Bull has a level up. Let's go ahead and just take care of that for a second. Two-handed weapons. Let's see. Rising winds. More effective the longer you sustain it. Whirlwind strikes pull nearby enemies towards you. That sounds good. Alright, another group of... looks like Red Templar.
Make it take you!
Oh, more Stormheart. You're getting close to something. Ruined archways? Ah. Behemoth? Colossus? Whatever these things are called. Which way? Which way? Which way? Which way? I think it's this way. Pretty much has been following this stream. Just a couple, though. Or those things, whatever they are. Imperial vestment cotton. Discovered the temple gates. Oh, those are our archers. Good. More of those wolf statues. Supply cache.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
I hear fighting ahead.
Namilana Sabanalet.
They still think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Cannot be!
Across the bridge! Now!
I'm guessing that's why he keeps Grey Wardens with him.
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an Eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Are they the same thing?
Could they be the same? Could Alluvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Alluvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
How do we kill an immortal?
We'll find a way to stop Corypheus once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
I was thinking the same thing. Alright, but we're actually at a good place to go ahead and stop for now. So we will continue on with this when we get back next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.